I came across something today that I'd like to share with you, and it just reiterates something that I've said consistently over half a decade, which is that so many of these persons who purport to be, leaders or helpers or concerned, it's just a money grab. If you look at their history, you'll find that one of them was a reality dating TV show guy. Another one changed their entire politics. There's no consistency. They go with what pays, just like Officer Talmud Tatum. So, anyways, let's take a look at your Candace Owens. And mind you, as I often point out, men are leaders. The woman is the follower. And if you follow a woman at any level, you are a part of the problem. There's so many males who purport to be alpha males or I'm a beast, I'm a savage. No, in actual fact, you are the problem. If you platform women as speakers, if you platform them as leaders, if you promote them being out in the world and in advance of men, you are a part of the problem. If you support women who are careerists, you are a part of the problem. For the multitude of dweebs who would follow a Just Pearly Things or a Candace Owens, and some of them even tell me, you should join up with her, you should partner up with her. No, I don't collaborate with evil. I don't collaborate with the problem. Some people say, hey, Marquette, why did you vote for Donald Trump in his second term? Because I'm not going to vote for a woman. I'm not going to have a woman running the country, running the most powerful country in the world. You're like, yes, I am sticking to principle that much that I'd rather vote in a psychotic person who's orange as opposed to a woman. So, I'm going to stand on that. I'm going to triple down on it. And it's absolutely necessary. Anyways, for the fools who believed even for a moment that Candace Owens was anything other than an average woman trying her best to become rich and famous because she's psychotic and doesn't find true solace and satisfaction in family life, here is yet another piece of evidence. One, you guys already know that when she was a youngster, she sued her school for racism, which is ironic because now she basically claims racism is not a thing. And she also seems to take great joy in disparaging the blacks, kind of like the Hodge twins and, Jesse Lee Peterson and all the whole goof troop. And this is not to say that black people don't need to be held accountable. Absolutely, they do. In fact, a lot of humankind is really degenerate, overweight, piercings everywhere, covered in tattoos, and that's the females. Anyways, let's get into it. If you have any comments, questions, share your comments, questions, ties, tuition below. So let me enlarge this so you can see this in full. So here's your Candace Owens, one of the multitude of people who are now called influencers who will do anything to become famous. And here she is with her perm, and you'll see her earlier with a weave. Yes, Candace Owens used to be a video vixen, Marquette. That doesn't make sense. I thought she was a highly intelligent political commentator. No, she's just an attention seeker who will do anything to get your attention and your money. Now let's go ahead and take a look. See, let me see if I can mute this one. There we go. Yeah, I'll keep it on mute. So here's a low budget music video from a rapper I've never seen. There's your Candace Owens with a wig on. You'll see another shot of her. This is the young Candace Owens. There she is right there. That's good old Candace, one of a trio. I guess this is back when she didn't mind being around the blacks. Oh, yep. And you can recognize that little nose she has, that little Bantu, West African, sub-Saharan nose that she has, which I trust she is trying to eradicate that gene by marrying one of the whitest whites on earth. So yes, there's your Candace Owens. Now, how does this align with who she's represented herself to be? Well, it doesn't. And people know who she is. Yeah, when she was in high school, filed a lawsuit for racial discrimination. People know who she is. But in this era, where you have a lack of proper education, you have effeminate males who would even follow a female, the truth matters very little. And because of that, we must know that it is not debate, it's not talking, nor is it truth that will set us free, that will put the enemy down. Turns out you're going to have to use measures that are a touch more serious. I absolutely promise you. May I acknowledge, shout out to Constantine supporting the work, very consistent. May I also acknowledge via PayPal, shout out to Albatar. He writes, peace to the Saints Commander. You're good. That man is good. For the live session entitled Christianity is White Supremacy. I truly appreciate you. Oh, absolutely, man. That kid got obliterated. You know, I was a little too sharp then. He caught me at a peak moment. I was just too sharp. He couldn't get anything over. Looks like some folks sent me some messages on Wisdom. I'll make sure that I respond to those in a timely fashion. If you guys ever want to reach me around the clock, you can use wisdom.com/Marquette Devon. Get a personal response via voice memo. Okay, I think we're all caught up there. And thank you to the two persons who support this live stream. I definitely appreciate it. And for those of you who are a part of the AI practicum course, do note that we'll be starting on time. That'll be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. And it will be in 1.5 hours. So a little bit shy of that, a little bit shy of 1.5 hours. One thing I want to let you guys know, the reason we have folks who get so distracted with the Candace Owens or an Officer Tatum or really anything going on the internet is because you either don't love yourself or don't believe in yourself, or you have not laid plans to make sure that your life is filled and busy with good things. So I want to encourage you. One thing I really admire about the group of men, and I think there's like 2 women, that I'm about to, pursue this journey of learning and fun and creation with. The privilege is that when we're all together, we're working really hard on something, all striving in the same direction. It has great meaning because we get to socialize, but we also get to produce, and we get to see each other make it. We get to see each other become prosperous and skill up, and we build strong bonds because especially men, you build bonds by working together, putting your hands in the soil. And I want you to know that if you don't have enough times in your life where you're learning is critical. You don't stop that when you leave high school. If you don't have enough times where you're learning, stretching that brain a little bit, where you're meeting new people, really important to keep flavor and color in your life, meeting new people. And those 2 things, learning, meeting new people, skilling up, that is what ensures that your future will always be better than your past. And there's joy in the process of that. When your life is empty of those things and it's reduced to just routine and thoughtless entertainment, whether it's video games or watching sports or online gambling, which I understand is increasingly popular. I think it's like the 2nd largest industry in the United States now. If you don't have like the good things that I mentioned, if you're not investing in yourself, you're probably declining. And, that's really not a good thing unless maybe you're 90 years old, right? And you've acknowledged and accepted that it's the sunset of your life. What I'm telling you is do not allow the sunset of your life to occur too early. Do not become someone who is the walking dead. Remember, you have value. And because you have value, you are a valuable person. Because you love yourself, it is always a good investment to invest in yourself. Whether you spend an extra bit of money to buy higher quality meat, lean steak, whether you are making sure that you take out the time to exercise every day, whether you're taking out the time to procreate and spread and propagate your DNA, or invest in your own education or meet new people. And I always encourage you to meet new people, especially smart people, because that is better than reading books. You learn faster, you network, they do favors for you. So if you can put yourself in those situations where you're forcing yourself to grow, you'll have a good life that you designed. So make sure that you take care of yourself. Anyways, I just want to share that with you guys. For those of you who have the AI course where we teach you how to create applications, mobile applications, web applications with no experience and no coding at all, I will see you all in a little over an